Y'all shut up now!
Well, there's no reason to be sorry for liking Sweet Johnny. Sweet Johnny likes you too.
Howdy, y'all. What's up, partner? Welcome back to another awesome episode of America's Top 10. America made, baby. America. Ain't nowhere else in the world like it. If you ain't from here, then you won't understand. Things are a little bit different here in the land of the free and home of the brave. For example, we don't call it modern-day slavery. We call it minimum wage. We don't arrest our criminals. We just let them run for political office. And lastly, our hospitals. They aren't there to help us, you silly goose. They're there to keep you sick for profit. And I guess being the greatest country in the world means you can have sexy single moms living 1.5 miles away, or just a pedophile. Both in some cases, but America's judicial system doesn't work for the American people. It works against them. Can I at least be provided with some lube before you bend me over? Lucky for us, we will be focusing on the least dangerous place in the United States, and that's the South. It's amazing that most hillbillies and rednecks own guns, but yet it's not as violent as the cities with no gun laws. Them there Southerners are tough as nails. The South is full of rednecks, hillbillies, and mountain men, full of tobacco chewing, beer chugging, and smoking meth. It's a very manly atmosphere. It's the only place that won't get involved in worldly affairs, but God forbid you try to take away their alcohol, and we all seen how that turned out during the Prohibition. Southerners are a special kind of people. They are a different breed. They are definitely country bred and cornbread fed. 20% whiskey, 30% headstrong, and 50% crazy. You may not be able to understand them half the time, but boy, the things that they can come up with when they are bored or just drunk is wild. They can fix anything with a motor. They will jump on anything with wheels or 4 legs. Break every bone in their body just to jump right back on the damn thing the next time. If they ain't on top of their cousins, then I can guarantee you they're on top of something else. Rednecks can throw some of the wildest parties and come up with some amazing games, which brings me to the main reason why you all are here. So let's discuss and review some of these games in the South. Some you may have heard of, some you may never have heard of, some might seem pretty normal, and some might seem downright completely insane. Some might make you feel uncomfortable, while others might shake you to your very core. Either way, you'll never look at rednecks the same ever again.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Here are America's top 10 awesomest redneck games of the South. Number 1. Watermelon Throwing Contest. A watermelon throwing contest is a fun event where participants throw watermelons as far as they can. The goal is to see if you can throw the watermelon the furthest. There's no certain way you have to throw it. You could do overhand, underhand, over the head toss, or even a granny shot. Witnesses say it's fun to see the watermelons explode on impact. Others say that it's a great way for their dads and other old people to have fun. This entertainment is so easy that anyone can play, men, women, children, and adults alike. It's a seasonal sport that can only be played a few months out of the year. This is one of many watermelon games that are played here in the South, including watermelon eating contest, watermelon bowling, seed spitting, and last but not least, watermelon launch competition.
Don't catch it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Bam! Woo! That's awesome. Let's go ahead and mark it.
Number 2. Mudding. Mudding is an activity that occurs in the rural areas where individuals take all off-road terrain vehicles like SUVs, tractors, four-wheelers, and pickup trucks and go into the wetland area to race around in their vehicle. Most people refer to it as tapping or mudding. It's an action of making one's truck muddy. Mudding is an off-road pastime for Southerners. It's a downright dirty adventure through bogs, fields, streams, lake shores, and lake beds. Basically anywhere that there's mud, thick clay, or slick muddy water. The point of mudding is to drive down a muddy path to the furthest point before your vehicle gets stuck and you can't drive anymore. A good mudding requires getting stuck and having your truck pulled out of the mud with another truck. If a driver is able to drive through the path to the furthest point without getting stuck, he or she is declared the winner. The event itself is for bragging rights only, and you must be old enough to have a valid driver license in order to compete. Mudding does damage on your vehicle. Mudding sucks grease out of the seals. It usually causes a lot of damage, and the substance wears down your brakes and all the connections quickly. So it's safe to say for this competition, the higher the tires, the bigger the truck, the better. Number 3, toilet seat toss. Toilet seat tossing is a Western-themed event. The rules and scoring are the same as the rules of horseshoes, another great American pastime. Interesting enough, instead of using the traditional metal horseshoes and the metal stakes, you use 2 plungers as the stakes and 2 toilet seats acting the position of the shoes. Toss the lightweight toilet seat over to the giant wooden plungers to score points. Each player pitches both toilet seats, followed by their opponent. If your seat touches the plunger, you get a point. If the horseshoe spins around the plunger, makes contact, you get 3 points. This is an activity made for all ages, but it's mostly played by drunken rednecks.
Emma, you're gonna need to come up with a name of your bird.
Number 4, frog gigging. Frog gigging, simply put, is frog hunting. It's a big summer activity here in the South. Frog gigging typically involves using a large pronged spear or gig, and that's used to impale the frog and or fish in the bodies of water. Then you pull them out of the water in order to cook them and eat them. The activity involves shining a bright light, normally a flashlight, to blind the frog so he doesn't jump away. It's also a good idea to have a good pair of waders or hip boots. Basically, that's water boots. This small amphibian can be difficult to find and can lead you through some tough terrain or sketchy places. Frogs are often sought after here in the South for their meat located on the back legs. Frogs' legs are usually often cooked, deep fried, or sautéed. And those who have eaten frog legs claim that it tastes just like chicken. Maybe a little muddy, but it still tastes like chicken. Number 5, the belly flop contest. The belly flop competition is a great old nature's contest. Participants must perform their most amusing and creative belly flops, usually resulting in loud noises, splashes, and perhaps gasps from the audience. The contest is lighthearted and an entertaining water sport. There's no extra setup needed. It's done simply by just jumping into the nearest mud hole. It also can be performed in lakes and pools, but where's the fun in that? Contestants take turns jumping into the pool and try to land as flat as possible in the body of water. The object is to make the biggest and loudest splashes to entertain the audience with unique techniques. Contestants take turns jumping into the water to perform their best belly flop. You can be as creative as possible with flipping and turning before the splash. The biggest splash, the higher the points. The scores are tallied up at the end and the winner is declared. This sport is recommended for all ages, but honestly, kids should set this one out. If you have ever been hurt from a belly flop, it's a pain that you will never forget. Number 6, truck sledding. Truck sledding, often referred to as no snow sledding, it's an activity that can be done all year long. No snow required. Basically, you use a shed or a water tube, tie it to the rope or chain, and connect it to the back of a pickup truck. There is no time limit to this activity. You just get pulled behind the truck until the truck runs out of gas. You can continue the sport in water, mud, grass, and yes, even snow. It's only as safe as the driver is. If he goes fast and out of control, like a rebel without a call, then you will fly off the sled and hit something nearby, or even breaking some bones. Definitely sounds like a sport that was concocted by someone all hopped up on whiskey, Mountain Dew, and cocaine. It's definitely a fun activity for bored rednecks in the South. Number 7, Armpit Serenade Contest. The Armpit Serenade Contest is exactly what it sounds like it is. Basically, it's people making fart noises with their hand cupped against their armpits. It's a simulation of an actual sound made by creating a pocket of air between your armpit and your arms raised, and the other hand cups your armpit, then swiftly closing the pocket by bringing your arm close to the torso. It's really a talent contest. Players compete to create the loudest, longest, and most funniest fart sound. This event is, of course, for bragging rights only, and it's safe for people of all ages. There's not much to say about this sport. Basically, what you see is what you get. Either way, it's a must-see attraction and a hoot of a good time.
Okay.
Number 8. Catfish noodling. Noodling is fishing for catfish using one's bare feet or bare hands. It is primarily in the southern parts of the United States. The noodler places their hands inside an undiscovered catfish hole in order to catch the catfish. For those of you unfamiliar, catfish noodling, also known as grabbing, hobbing, catfishing, graveling, and stumping, is the art of wading or swimming out into the water and probing in underwater holes with their bare hands so that an angry catfish can chomp down on their hands. Catfish noodling is currently legal in 16 states, primarily in the South and the Midwest. It includes Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. This is a dangerous sport for children, midgets, and dwarfs, and smaller build people are not recommended for this event. Depending on the size of the catfish, and oh boy, let me tell you, those suckers can get huge. Catfish noodling can be very dangerous. You could have your arm ripped off or even pulled underwater, losing your footing and drowned. Not including the painful bite of the catfish itself. Basically, you gotta be a special kind of stupid to jump into the unknown water, poke around in the deep dark holes, hoping a giant monster tries to swallow you, and hoping that you aren't small enough and can fight back the beast with your bare hands as you try to bring it up into the surface, testing the limits of drowning every step of the way. And I don't know if this sport was due to autistic geniusism or just redneck inbred retardation, but hey, I love it either way. This is wild.
That's a nice one.
Oh, that's incredible! Another.
Oh my God.
Number 9. Horse breaking. Horse breaking is the act of getting onto the horse that has never been ridden before. It goes by many names like backing, breaking, mounting, and riding. There are many techniques to this strategy, but the end goal game of all methods is to have the horse calmly and gently allow a rider to be on its back. This method is used all around the world, but has become a national sport here in the South. It's always one of the main events in every rodeo. All you do is jump on the back of a horse, hold on tight, ride like hell, hoping that you can hang on and not get bucked off until the horse calms down and stops trying to throw you off. Basically, your goal is to not fall off and die. Children hoping to one day join the rodeo starts training at a young age. But instead of using horses or bulls, they are seated on the backs of sheep. And let me tell you, you gotta be a special kind of stupid to jump on the back of a wild animal that's never been ridden before.
Get the buck and sticks the landing.
Number 10. Horseshoes. Horseshoes are a lawn yard game played between 2 or 4 people using 4 horseshoes and 2 throwing targets. Most popular in the United States and Canada, players attempt to throw horseshoes to get them as close as possible to the ground stakes. The 2 ground stakes are secured in the ground, setting 40 feet apart from each other. Each player is given a shoe to toss. First player to reach 21 points wins the game. This game is recommended to all ages, and everyone can be involved, but again, this sport is mostly enjoyed by drunken rednecks, including older people resting, or on vacation, or even stuck in a retirement home. It's a sport enjoyed by many here in the South, and it was one of the first, and it still remains one of the top best. Alright, you've reached the end of the video, and that's going to be it for me, guys. America's top 10 Southern redneck games of the South. I want to thank you for your time and thank you for your patience. And if you would, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little ringy-dingy thing for more awesome content just like the video you just watched. I hope to see you again real soon on the next episode. And remember, there's no reason to be sorry for liking Sweet Johnny. Sweet Johnny likes you too.
What it mean to be the best? All I know is stay down, bad, bad, I'm the GOAT. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah, yeah.